Well, hello, lovely friends. Happy almost Christmas. Merry Christmas. Today I'm going to be showing you what I did this year for my Christmas baskets. I do Christmas baskets every year. The most that I've ever done is 17. This year I did 10. So I'm going to show you what we did, and at the end I'm going to show you a couple of still photographs also of last Christmas and what I did then. Some of you know I used to have a bakery, so some of the things that I'm using came from my bakery originally, particularly in the pictures for last year. There are a bunch of Christmas plates that I used to put inside my refrigerator with different desserts on them, and I used those to package up brownies last year. So this one will start out with a picture of pickles, which have nothing to do with Christmas. I just happened to finish them the day before I started baking. So we'll get into it. Okay, so here are yesterday's pickles, and today's project is every year I make Christmas baskets for people. So in October, I start baking, and those are Reese's peanut butter chip cookies back there with a little bit of whole wheat flour added, and these are chocolate chip cookies up here. And I'm about to package it all. I got my giant thing of slider top bags, and I'm gonna pack them in parchment paper and in plastic bags and put them in the freezer. And tomorrow we'll start on mini muffins. Okay, to package these cookies to keep them good until Christmas, I am tearing off a strip of parchment paper about that wide and rolling in the strip 3 cookies at a time, and 4 of those, 4 of those are going in each bag. So there's a dozen cookies in each freezer bag, and I will mark them as to type. I'm doing the chocolate chip right now, and I'll get to the Reese's peanut butter chips in a few minutes. So they're all bagged up. There's 3 dozen chocolate chip. The one on the far left is 6 chocolate chip and 6 Reese's, and then there's 1 dozen and 10 Reese's here. Yay! I love prepping for Christmas. Okay, I told you yesterday that we were getting to some peanut butter cookies. There's the the bowl full of stuff, and this is the cookie scoop that I'm using to scoop them out with, and then I'm rolling them in my hands, and then I'm rolling them in sugar, munching them with the heel of my hand, and doing, of course, the traditional fork print on them. So I've got 2 trays finished so far, and I'm about to put the first batch in the oven. Okay, so these are the peanut butter cookies. There are 45 of them, 3 dozen, and the last package has 9. Hi, okay, so we're making fudge. This is a 2-ingredient chocolate fudge. This is a peanut butter fudge, and a little bit later we're going to be making a maple fudge. Now, I showed in my Nogales haul video that I bought these patty papers, which people use for putting in between hamburger patties to freeze them, but I'm using them for packaging up my little fudge squares. Okay, and now we're wrapping up the peanut butter fudge. Okay, just finished the maple fudge, and this is all my wrapped up peanut butter fudge, and this is all my wrapped up chocolate fudge, and there's some eggs ready for some more breakfast sandwiches. I won't show you that, don't worry. I've already shown that to you for a few times, but I'm looking forward to that maple fudge. Oh, and the peanut butter, oh my gosh, that is to die for. It is so, so good. And this is the 2-ingredient fudge. The recipes for all of these will be down below. Okay, so we're in my bedroom because my bed is the only large flat place available left. My big table has most of the town on it. So, okay, those are bags that are ready to have cookies go in them. All of these little houses, each Christmas basket will get one white with red and one red with white. Each of the houses has one peanut butter fudge, one chocolate fudge, and one maple fudge inside, and each Christmas basket will get 2 houses. I have these little cookie tray kits, which that's what they look like before they're filled, and that's their little tags, my list of folks that they're going to. And these are jars of Mexican hot chocolate. And you'll notice there's a hole in the top of each jar. I put some tape across it so that the things won't get damp. And inside these marshmallows are dried in my food dehydrator. And this is filled with chocolate, powdered milk, and a variety of spices to make the Mexican chocolate. And inside my little rolly cart, because I'm using it to shuffle things back and forth, are the cookies that I prepared. Chocolate chip, Reese's, pumpkin, etc., to fill all of those bags with. Okay. All right. I wanted to say that these are pretty much done on a shoestring budget. The little cookie trays that I purchased and have inside of the big bags, I bought them last year at half price after the after Christmas sales. Since I made everything myself, it was very inexpensive. And I purchased all the ingredients during the sales that they have right before Christmas, which include like powdered sugar and, the various ingredients that you need. So that was very inexpensive. And the baskets and the buckets that I'm using were less than $1 a piece. So we'll get back to it. Okie dokie. So the cookies that we have done so far are 5 dozen of chocolate chip, 2 dozen of Reese's, 1 bag that's a mixture of chocolate chip and Reese's. That's an extra 8 of chocolate chip, 2 dozen and a couple of extras of pumpkin oat, and 3 dozen and 9 extras of peanut butter cookies. Now you can see by the dates on them that I started baking these quite a while ago and have been putting them in the freezer little by little so that it was not all at one time, either work-wise nor expense-wise. So you put all this together and I think it's going to make nice baskets. Also, I wrap the cookies in parchment paper because I bake them ahead of time, so I guard them in the freezer and store them in the freezer. And when you thaw them, there's frequently a lot of condensation, and that can affect the texture of your cookies. So with rolling them in parchment paper to where there's parchment paper in between each cookie, that paper absorbs the moisture when they're thawing out, and it doesn't affect the quality of your cookies, so your cookies come out just fine. Okay, well, I'm mostly done. All of the snowmen are chocolate chip cookies. There's 4 per bag. And all of the Santas there are Reese's peanut butter chips inside cookies. And there's 4 per bag. And the snowflakes are more chocolate chip cookies, 4 per bag. And those are peanut butter cookies. And these are pumpkin oat cookies. And now I got to put together the rest of those little cookie trays and put them all in there. This is fun. Tiring, but fun. Just wanted to let you know, the holes that are in the tops of the jars of Mexican hot chocolate are for straws. All of them come with their own colored striped straws that go inside. But I did not want to leave them open in the top because it's very humid here, and all of those marshmallows were dehydrated, and of course you don't want the chocolate to clump and get moist and all either. So the recipe for the Mexican hot chocolate will be underneath also. Okay, so we're back at it in another way. Baskets and those little candy cane buckets are what these jars and the little houses are going to go in. And I started folding up more of the little boxes to get filled in bags for like those back there. That's what the cookies look like when all of their individual cookie bags are inside the big bag. Little snowman tag, and it says the family name on the back of the snowman. Yeah, so that's the first 4. Cool. So in each one, there's 1 package of peanut butter cookies. There's 4 chocolate chips. There's 4 Reese's peanut butters. There's 2 pumpkin and oat. There's 4 more chocolate chips. And there's traditional peanut butter cookies. Okay, so here we are. I'm 1 basket or bucket short, but the baskets and buckets got the hot chocolate mix in the jars and the 2 little houses of fudge. And the baskets in the back there with all the cookies are all done. And I'm going to add a little bit of tissue paper to the baskets and the buckets to make them look cuter because it's just too plain. But I'll doll them up a little bit, and I have 1 more set of houses that I need to find a container for, because when I originally purchased, I only purchased 4 baskets and 4 buckets, and I need it for 9 people. Oh dear. Okay, well, we'll get on to that. I'll find something. Also, the jars that they're in, I used to use those for canning, but they have handles on them. And I used to use them inside my bakery. It was a bakery and coffee shop. And they had chalkboard labels on them so that we could write the person's name on the cup, and the handle was so that they could hold on to it. But since I've been buying new jars, because the ones with the handles are very inconvenient to have in your cupboards because the handle's sticking out. They just take up so much more room. So I thought that they would be great for using for the hot chocolate mix, and then the people, when they used up all the hot chocolate, would have the cup left with the lid and the straw to come out. So that puts a good use to that. Everything you give away doesn't have to be new. These animals I used to put on my cupcakes for my bakery on Children's Day. And so each child would get a little animal toy on there. So there are 3 small children in the families that I'm giving gift baskets to. So I am packaging these up and giving them to them. I'm not making cupcakes anymore. I don't have a bakery anymore. And the more I give away, the more joy I have given these children, and the less clutter I have in my house. So it's a win-win. So this is what they look like when they're wrapped up. And I actually have 2 sets of animals. The ones that I showed you a minute ago were African and forest animals. I also have a set of ocean and beach animals. So all of the African and forest animals I used red ribbon on, and the beach animals I will use different ribbon on, so that when I give them to the children, I'll be able to tell the packages apart, and I won't give them 2 African or 2 ocean. So these are our sea animals. We have crabs, we have dolphins, we have mantas, we have turtles, we have sharks, octopus, lobster, all kinds of stuff, an orca back there, starfish. So yeah, this will be the ocean and sea animals collection. So here they are all done. The silver ribbons are the beach and ocean animals, and the red ribbons are the forest and Africa animals. All right, so that's this year's Christmas baskets, and we're taking them around on Noche Buena, Christmas Eve, and delivering them to everybody in the neighborhood, all of our friends around here. And I'm going to leave you with a few photographs of last Christmas and last Christmas baskets. And this one is Jake the dog in his Santa suit. And last year, we did not have our kitchen as well organized yet. So we were not really baking and all yet. And so I purchased things in bulk at Sam's Club. And I put the baskets together out of bulk purchases. So this is liquor-filled chocolate-covered cherries, which I put in all of them. This is some, well, if I made them at home, they'd be thumbprint cookies, but, they're jam in the center of the cookies, and I put a bunch of those in, and that's what they looked like inside their bags, ready to go into their baskets. And I purchased these little boxes. They were $1 a piece, and I filled them like this with various Mexican candies. You can see the chocolate-covered raisins back there. There are goat's milk caramel lollipops. There are the chocolate-covered cherries that are liqueur centers, and chewy candies, and also, gosh, I'm blanking on the name right now. The little round things in the bottom. Oh well, I'll come up with it later. All right, and also in each basket I took an orange, and I put cloves in them for it's a wonderful smell, and it just, I always had these on my table for Christmas, and it just reminds me of Christmas so much. So this one is in the middle of making them, and this next photograph is after I had finished them, and I put one of these oranges in each basket as well. Now we did make some cookies, just not nearly as much. So I believe these were chocolate chip cookies that are inside the little peppermint twist bags. And we also made brownies. And these plates are the ones that I was talking about earlier. They used to be inside my glass front refrigerator with various treats on them in my bakery. So Obviously, I don't need those anymore, so I thought it would be fun and people would have the plates left over, for future years for using for their Christmas decorations. So that's what we put our brownies on. And this is an example of some of the baskets once they had their cookies and all inside of them. And this last photo, I believe it's last, yes. This last photo is the little Santa Claus on the right. I had 3 different styles of those. There was a snowman, there was a Santa Claus, and there was a Christmas tree. So, like I said, I tried to give them in a container that they could use in the future for Christmas decorating. So those were last year's. Now, when I lived in California, and I had my huge organic gardens, I generally would fill them with different jars, small jars of jams and jellies that I had made, and different flavored breads. And I had these cute little tiny plastic containers with lids on them, and I would make whipped honey butter and put the honey butter inside the little plastic containers to go with the flavored breads. But I mean, I even rolled, hand-rolled beeswax candles and did all kinds of different things. So I've made these Christmas baskets for many years, and I enjoy it a lot. So I really hope that you and yours have a wonderful, blessed Merry Christmas. And thank you so much for watching. Please tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I want to put you on my map. And please click subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like what you see. And I'd love to see you back and have a happy and prosperous new year. Toodles.